This time we will talk about reported speech. Reported speech is a kind of structure that it is used to express or to report what another person said. There are certain things that we need to take into account at the moment of working with reported speech. We have some changes in present tenses, in verb tenses, sorry. If a person says something in the present simple, we will report it to the past simple. If the person says something in the present continuous, to the past continuous, and so on. There are certain words and expressions that change according to the meaning of the sentence. In the direct speech, if we have the now changes into them. Today changes into that day. Tonight into that night, and so on. These are some examples of how expressions change according to that. We also need to remember some basic changes that are important to consider. The present tense of the verb be changes into the past form. Present tenses of verbs in general changes to the past forms, and so on. Most most of the time, or in certain examples, we report statements, but we can also find examples of reported questions. When we report a question, the question takes an affirmative word order. Here we have some examples. The direct speech would be, who knocked on the door? So the reporter's speech example would be, she asked who knocked on the door. Or, have you got any money? She asked. He asked if she had any money. What time does the bus leave? He asked what time the bus leaves. That's the way to report questions. Questions are reported as affirmative statements. Here we have some examples to study or to consider. Direct speech. I'll buy a new bike. He promised to buy a new bike. No, I won't go. She refused to go. You ought to stay in bed. He advised me to stay in bed. I'm sorry I forgot your birthday. She apologized for forgetting my birthday. Let's listen to some music. He suggested listening to some music. He suggested we listened to some music. There are different ways of using this reported speech structure. It is very useful and it's very interesting to learn and to see how to use it in different situations. I hope the explanation is clear enough. Goodbye.